Hey there, Fro here with week one recap for the NFL season and my picks for week two. All things considering, since the first week of the season is always the hardest to predict. You don't know how teams are going to play and all that, and all the amount of close games there was past week was ridiculous. Going 11-5 last week, I think it's pretty damn good. So we'll go do a quick little recap of how I did. Started off on Thursday when I picked Carolina to beat Denver, and thanks to Graham Gano, that didn't happen. I mean, I'm happy. I like Denver. One of my other teams I used to root for just because Peyton Manning was on my team, and I still like a good amount of players on there. And I think I'm not really a big fan of Cam. I think Cam's kind of a cocky douchebag, but I'm glad Denver won. But I got the pick wrong. But Gano had a chance to make a 50-yarder, which in Denver is like like a 30-yarder, and he shanked it. But hey, what are you gonna do? Then we had the Bucks at the Falcons, and it was a pretty good game. Bucks were winning pretty handily for a while, and then the Falcons made a late charge, but couldn't complete the comeback. And Crab Legs was balling, man. 4 TDs. You can't beat that. And so the Bucks won, so we got that one right. Then, Vikings and Titans. Oh God, I'm sorry for anybody that actually was at that stadium to see that game. You know who I'm talking to, Ricky. Sorry, one of my buddies was at the game, and my God, what an awful game. It was just an awful game. But I did pick the Vikings to win, and I said that their defense would be a big reason for that. And it was, since the defense scored 2 touchdowns, and their offense just mustered field goal tries all game. But hey, 25-16, that's a win for us. And then I thought the game that I thought would be the easiest one of the easier ones to pick was San Diego at Kansas City. And I picked the Chiefs to win pretty easily, and they were getting blown out forever. I mean, it was like 28-3 or something like that, or something ridiculous. And Alex Smith, of all people, pop gun cannon arm, Alex Smith led him back to the win for 33-27. So hey, I'll take the win, but it definitely wasn't the way I thought it would happen. But hey, win's a win. God damn it, Oakland. God, who goes for a 2-point conversion there and makes it? Of course they do. Oh, man. I feel your pain, Breeze. We'll get to the Colts game later on, but Breeze had a very luck-esque week. He tore it up, and his defense did nothing to help him. But I picked the Saints to win, and I was wrong. They lost 35-34 thanks to a 2-point conversion, which, hey, bravo to you, Del Rio, for going for a 2-point conversion there. You're probably better off that way because both defenses weren't doing shit that game. Cincinnati at the Jets. I said this would be a close one. This was a tough one for me, and I picked the Bengals to win. And they did. Dalton led them, for a go-ahead score, and then Fitzmagic does what he always does and can't complete a game-winning drive. That's just, he plays well. He is not clutch whatsoever. But you get what you pay for. But the Bengals came back to win 23-22, so that's a win. They're a close game, you got right. Next to the game, I thought was pretty easy pick. Eagles at home, taking on the Brownies. Wow, Browns. Good thing you invested in RG3. Wow. 1 week, and he's done already. Got put on IR. He might return, but what's the point? What's the point of him returning? Just hang it up, man. Your body can't take it. I'm sorry. I'm at the point where I'm stopped playing basketball because of my back. You get that point. I mean, I'm not a world-class athlete like you or anything. I'm not trying to say that or anything. I'm just saying, listen to your body. But Philly won that game 29-10. Not really a surprise. Wentz looked pretty good. I'll give him that. But it was the Browns, so pump the brakes, Eagles fans. Wait till he plays a real defense. Then we had Green Bay at Jacksonville. I thought it was probably the easiest one of the week because I thought, even though it was at Jacksonville, I thought Green Bay's going to win this. They're one of the best teams in the league. And I'll say this about Jacksonville. Your defense looked much improved. Bortles still is not very impressed with me. I wasn't very impressed by him. But as far as your defense goes, he played a lot better. But Rodgers still finds a way to win. That one touchdown pass he made to who the hell caught it? I think it was Adams or Richard Rodgers or something. I forget. But I was watching when he was getting tackled and threw it for a touchdown. That was unreal. That's why he's the best quarterback in the league right now, if you ask me. He might be a cocky asshole with a terrible mustache sometimes, but he's the best in the league. But Green Bay won that 27-23. Jacksonville defense looks improved, but I just don't see Bortles leading you guys anywhere important. I will say this though, Allen Robinson is a monster. Probably one of the best receivers in the league that no one really talks about because he plays for Jacksonville. But we got that one right. Then we had Buffalo at Baltimore, and this was the game that I just picked the home team because I just thought it was too close to call because I thought it was two teams that I didn't know what to expect, especially all the injuries to the Bills defense and stuff. And I picked the Ravens, and they won 13-7, and that just, whatever you want to call that game. I mean, ugh. Tyrod Taylor, what the hell was that, Tyrod? You lost me a matchup of fantasy. I had AJ Green and Cooks on my bench and on my team, and they all just went crazy except for my quarterback, Tyrod. I only have you because I took that freaking scumbag Brady, so I'll have him after week 4. But wow, did you suck that game? Just the Bills in general, man. That was like watching a high school offense take on an NFL defense. But hey, I picked the Ravens and they won, so 13-7, a win's a win for our picks. Another game that I thought would be a pretty easy game was Houston. I picked Houston to beat Chicago at Houston, and Houston did end up winning, but for a while there, it did not look good for them because Cutler was playing decent, and Osweiler threw a pick on like his third pass or whatever. But then they got things settled, and Miller played good, and Hopkins made another touchdown catch. What a surprise! And Osweiler played decent enough, and their defense showed up when it needed to, and Houston won. What was the score here? 23-14. So we got that one right. The next one I thought was by far the easiest pick of the week. I didn't even discuss it at all. I just said Seattle will win. I picked Seattle at home to beat the Dolphins. And what kind of awful game was that? What the hell was that, Russell Wilson? I mean, wow. I mean, I got the pick right. 12-10? Yeah, Seahawks won 12-10. And just god awful game. And Kenny Stills probably lost that game for the Dolphins because he had an 80-yard touchdown catch easily, hit him right in the hands, and just flopped it away. Like alligator armed it like he was Todd Pinkston or something. But I got that pick right. Seattle won 12-10. Then after that, another close game that I predicted was the Giants and the Cowboys. And I got some shit from my buddies that are Cowboys fans because I picked the Giants. But guess what? Eli found a way to win. 2019, their offense was barely on the field because the Cowboys were just eating up the clock like they used to a couple years ago. But what the hell was that by Ezekiel Elliott, man? He didn't. As for all things considered, how long the Giants' defense on the field, their defense played pretty damn well. Held them to field goals, kept Elliott in check, and Prescott looked all right. But why not take any shots downfield? I mean, he really pretty much was all just checking down and winning and stuff that entire game, and Beasley. But I picked the Giants and they won by 1. So hey, we'll take that. Really, Arizona, really. You lost to the Patriots without Brady, the best tight end in the last 15 years, 2 offensive linemen, Ninkovich, and probably someone else Deion Lewis is out. You lost to them. You're supposed to be a Super Bowl competing team, and you lost to the backup bowl. I don't care how much hate I get for this. I'm going to keep saying it. Brady is a system quarterback. Just look at as long as Belichick is the coach, you could put anybody out there and they could find a way to win 10, 11 games every year. I hate Belichick. He's a cheater and a scumbag, but he's a good coach. He carries that team. He doesn't need Brady. Brady needs them. There's a reason Brady went in the 6th round or whatever. But I picked Cardinals for that one, and I got that one wrong because Catanzaro, or his freaking name is, the kicker, missed a fucking 47-yarder, of course. Unbelievable. But hey, at least Fitzgerald looked pretty good. Good for him. Fitzgerald's one of my favorite players. I always root for him. I hope he gets a ring before he retires. Pittsburgh at Washington. I picked the Steelers. It was kind of close for a while, but Kirk Cousins couldn't do shit that game and just looked like crap. Not a good start to his year if he's looking for a contract year this year to finally get a big, long-term deal. Not a good start. But Antonio Brown, like I say, he's the best receiver in football right now. That's pretty much all I can say of that. Got that one right. Picked the Steelers. They won 38-16. Monday night doubleheader ended with just, wow. I picked the Rams, and, yep, they still haven't scored. 28-0. The Rams lose at San Francisco to the 49ers. Case Keenum, wow. I'm sorry, Rams fans, but if that's how bad Keenum is, and he's 2 spots ahead in the depth chart of your boy toy Jared Goff, the rookie, promised rookie, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. I feel bad for Gurley, man. He's gonna get beat up just like Steven Jackson did get beat up for all those years with the Rams if they don't put a quarterback next to him. Got that one wrong. That was. I ain't picking the Rams again unless they play the Palmerton Blue Bombers. And what does Luck have to do? What more does Luck have to do? 388 yards or whatever, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, ran for like 20 yards. I've never seen a defense that couldn't tackle someone in the NFL level. Like, our secondary is so injured. We have like 4th, 5th stringers playing. Cromartie's like our #1 corner right now, who we just signed like 2 weeks ago. And you know what? They play pretty well. Cromartie played pretty damn well for someone that's, up there in age and, just joined a team like 2 weeks ago. Our secondary wasn't the problem. We had no pass rush, and we couldn't tackle anyone. Stafford just checked down the freaking tight ends and Riddick and Abdul the entire game, and they had like 230 yards after catch. We couldn't tackle anyone. Luck leads it now for a touchdown with like 33 seconds left, but of course that's not enough time, right? No, it's enough time for any defense, any offense against Colts defense. Holy shit, I cannot believe that. I'll take some positives away from it. Luck looks awesome. I think it's funny that everybody was writing him off like he's done. Yeah. Anyway, he's gonna have a crazy year as long as he stays healthy. And you know what? The offensive line looked pretty goddamn good. The only one that had a semi-bad game was Wrights at right tackle, but everyone, offensive line, I can't say enough. But that was a very against a good fucking defensive line with Ansah and fucking Nada and all that. I can't say enough good things about him. Offense looks fine, but my God, defense. We need Vontae back. We need Gathers back. We need Henry Anderson back. We need a lot of help right now. Our linebackers can't cover anyone, can't tackle anyone, no pass rush. When Robert Mathis, who's 35 years old, has to be your only pass rush, you're screwed. Oh, God. But I picked the Colts to win, and they lost 39-35, even though it was 37-35 or whatever, and then they had the worst kick return in history, which turned out to be a safety, where they threw the ball 30 times and just, got a safety out of it. But that's it for that was it for week 1. And going 11-5 in week 1 with all those close games and not knowing how teams are gonna play, you can't really complain about that. So I know this is gonna be a long video, so I hope you're sitting down, have some coffee or whatever. I appreciate the views. Hey, if you only want to watch for 30 seconds, look away. That's fine. Hey, the view helps no matter what. I appreciate the support. But let's get right into the picks then for week 2. Starting off with Thursday night, Jets at the Bills. I'm picking the Jets. The Bills. I don't know what that was. What they did this past week, but that was an offense, and the Jets defense is even better than the Ravens. So Bills are gonna have a rough game. Look for the Jets to win there. Then we have Baltimore at Cleveland. Baltimore. I will say this, though. Cleveland probably will be better now. Not Josh McCown's going to be playing quarterback, because I think he's a better quarterback right now, even though he's ancient. He's better than RG3. But I still say Baltimore finds a way to win. Their defense looked pretty good, although it was against Buffalo. But look for the Ravens to win a close game, just because I don't think either offense is really that great. Tennessee at Detroit. Tennessee, your defense played pretty damn well. You gave 2 defensive touchdowns. That's not your fault. You guys played really well. I mean, it was against Sean Hill, though. I mean, really. All you had to do was stop AP, which you did. AP didn't do shit. And Detroit, I don't know. I don't think Tennessee has a secondary to keep up with Detroit's passing game. And I think Riddick got out of the backfield and Abdul are 2 very good pass catch running backs. I think Lions win again and actually start 2-0. But I think it's a close game. I think Tennessee's defense can keep it close enough. But I just see Stafford making a play or 2 more than Mariota to win. Miami at New England. Miami, your defense looked awesome. And if there's ever a chance for you to go ahead, make a stand and try to fight for his division and stuff, it's got to be this year and it's got to be this game. That being said, I'm picking New England to win this game. As much as I hate every fiber of my being for saying that, you got to pick with your head, not your heart. Look for the Patriots to win that, unfortunately. Sorry, got a little nauseous there. Saints at Giants. I think the Giants' defense has improved enough where they can maybe make a stop or 2, and what should be a shootout. I see the Giants win this. I just, Saints are terrible on the road, and their defense is terrible everywhere. I think Eli wins this game again, and they start 2-0, and I think they're going to win that division. The Bungles at the Steelers. These are teams that they play each other tough, man, and this is a tough one. It's the toughest one so far for me, if you ask me. But I think Steelers win this. No one can cover Antonio Brown. Especially, I don't see it. No one's really that special in the secondary for the Bengals. I mean, I think the Steelers win this, but it shouldn't be as high scoring as what it was for the Steelers against the Redskins. But I guess these Steelers win this like 20-17 or something like that. Close game, but I think Steelers find a way to win it. Dallas at Washington. This is another tough one. Division game. Two teams that just, coming off of losses. Dak, his first game on the road. Dak didn't show me enough. If they take some shots with Dak, which like you're doing in the preseason, and get Dez involved, I guess he'll win this game. But this is a tough one. Rookie on his first road game. I gotta go Redskins here. That's another close game for the Cowboys. I could see him winning it, but Dak on his first road game. I'm taking the Redskins. Niners at Carolina. Niners, enjoy your glory while you can. It was the Rams, who I thought were an NFL team, but I was wrong. Apparently, when they moved to Los Angeles, they moved the high school team there, and not an NFL team. But you're not beating Carolina. Carolina is stinging after that loss, and they're at home. That Carolina's gonna whoop that Niner ass. But hey, you got Chip Kelly though. Enjoy that. Where were we here? Kansas City at Houston. This is gonna be a good game. Kansas City found their rhythm defensively and offensively in the second half of that game against Chargers, and Houston found their rhythm too in the second half of their game too. Two good defenses. Two middle-of-the-pack quarterbacks. Two good running games. But I want Houston to lose. And you know what? I think they are going to lose. I think the Chiefs find a way to win this. Probably another close game. I think it's going to be a crazy year. I've never really seen that many dominant teams in the league, and I think there's a lot of close games this year, which is good for us football fans. But I'm picking the Chiefs to win that one on the road. Seattle at Los Angeles. Seattle. Even if Russell Wilson's a play, Boykin they get Earl Boykin, the fucking 5'5" fucking point guard from the NBA that hasn't played in like six years, and he can play quarterback for them, and they probably still beat the Rams. What an embarrassing thing. They always play Seattle tough, but with Case Keenum back there, no. Seattle wins. Tampa Bay at Arizona. Arizona. I think the Bucks look good. Crab Lake's probably another good game, but this is Arizona at home. After what they have to be pissed off for losing to the Patriots like they did last week. Bruce Arians is a good coach. Look for the Cardinals to win that one at home. Atlanta, Oakland. 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 Yeah. Matt Ryan played pretty well. Probably the best game he's played in a while this past week, but Oakland's up and coming, man. Their offense is for legit, and I think their defense played better at home. Jacksonville at San Diego. Man, Keenan Allen, who I had in 2 fantasy leagues, is out for the season. Dude just can't stay healthy. I need to learn to stop taking him then. But the dude is a baller, man. He's one of the best possession receivers in the league when he's healthy. Not having him, it's just another blow to Rivers, just like last year where he lost like everybody. He's already lost Stevie Johnson. Now he lost Keenan Allen. Look for Woodhead to have a big game. But Jacksonville defense plays like they did last week. I think Jacksonville wins this game on the road. Green Bay at Minnesota. If Teddy was still playing on this team, and I guess Bradford's going to start this week probably, even so, Bradford's not going to know the playbook. At least Bridgewater, didn't do anything spectacular last year, but he was a good game manager. He didn't lose the game for him. And Bradford's the kind of quarterback that could lose the game for him, especially not knowing the playbook. I think Rodgers has a good game. These two play each other tough, but I'm picking Packers to win that one. Monday night game. Philly at Chicago. Another rookie with his first road game. first road game start. But it's the Bears. I tell you what, Wentz, I don't know what you did for the scheduling gods to get your first 2 games against the Browns and the Bears, probably 2 of the bottom 3 teams in the league. But I'm picking the Eagles to win this one. The Bears defense is not great as it is, and they have injuries too. I think Wentz has another good game. I think Matthews has a good game. Look for Sproles to make a big play on kick return or reception. And I just think that even though Jeffrey will probably have a huge game, they ain't going to do much outside of that. I think the Eagles win a game. Could be close, but I think the Eagles win. And now to my team, the Colts. Now, I know this video is already at 21 minutes almost and stuff, and people are probably tuned out already, but I'll try to make this short even though it's my team. Trevor Siemian's going to look awesome this week, because if our defense plays like they did against Stafford, I don't see a quarterback in the league that couldn't throw for like 300 yards against us if they wanted to. I'm hoping that some players come back, but I don't see it happening. And Denver's defense is still awesome, and they're at home. But the Colts have played Denver really well for the past 7-8 years. Even when Manning was here, we always beat them. And even last year when they were undefeated and Luck was banged up and stuff, Luck played one of his best games of the year, and we beat them. And we gave them the first loss of the season, being in the playoffs 2 years ago. I think Luck looks really good, and I know the secondary of Denver is really good, but I don't think they have the linebackers that can cover both. If you use tight ends like we did, and I think Dorsett is a real matchup nightmare. He had 91 yards last week or something. Dorsett, man, add him to your fantasy team if you can. He's gonna have a good year. He's legit. Dude is fast as hell and can make tough catches. This is gonna be a tough game. But I see the Colts winning this one. I'm going to say the Colts win this one 27-24. Somewhere in that area. I said last week they had to get 30 points to win, but I was wrong because they had 35 and still fucking lost. But Denver, I don't think, has nearly as explosive an offense as the Lions do. They'll look to eat up clock and run the ball more with C.J. Anderson. If we can tackle even 30% better than we did last week, we should have a good chance to keep this game close and give Luck a chance to win. But hey, if it is Kevon Miller off the Luck and Luck stays healthy and Luck plays well, we should be able to win this. But I'm picking the Colts to win 27-24. But that's it for the picks for this week and my recap for last week. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know below what you think about the picks and how you guys did last week, and who's your upset special of the week or whatever. But thanks for watching, and have a good day.